computer. We're
Awesome.
happy that you're here and that you've taken the time out to be here to learn more about, different aspects of business that's going to help you to be much more effective. But I'm going to turn it over to Lachelle, and she's going to introduce our speaker and what we're talking about today and run this session, I guess, with a hot seat. Somebody going to get in the hot seat. I don't know. So, Lachelle, it's over to you.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Zandra. And again, I want to echo the fact that so glad that you guys are here today. Today's conversation is going to be on our visibility strategy. So Raquel is going to be leading us in that conversation. But I first want to share my screen to share how I have been using the emails for, can everybody see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. How I've been using the emails that we've been getting for Black History Month. I know it could be somewhat of a controversial topic related to things that are going on in the news. However, it still is a great opportunity to connect with people that are in your network. So I'm just going to show how I took one of the emails and turned it into a newsletter. So I'm just going to go into my history really quick on LinkedIn. And then also, take this time, guys. If you are not connected on LinkedIn to a lot of the people that are here, just go follow them. This is a great time to kind of do this. I know for myself, if I'm not thinking about it, and actively on an app, at the time, then I will forget. Okay. So I actually have done two because I have three different accounts um on LinkedIn. I have a business account, and then I have a showcase page where I have for Keep It Real TV, and then I have my personal account. So this is one that I did yesterday with the nurse email that was sent out. So I took the same graphic that we got in the email, and everything, if you just say that you want to do a newsletter, now I think you have to have over 100 followers to be eligible to do a newsletter. But this is my business page. And so I took that same graphic, I created a couple of other graphics, and then took the same information that she put in the email, and then created a newsletter out of it. So this is a great opportunity for us to recreate and repurpose all of that content that is given to us on a daily basis right now through this campaign strategy for Black History Month. Okay, so that is one of the emails, and I think I did one for um, Barbara Proctor. Does anybody else have any questions while I'm looking for this? Okay, so this is the
Nope,
one.
perfect.
Okay, so this is the one that we did with Barbara Proctor. Same thing, same graphic. That's the headline graphic, and then I just created my own pictures. I took the quote from Barbara, put her on the billboard, and then made up my own graphics. So I'm scrolling fast because these are all the content pretty much is what is in the email. I just copied and pasted and put it uh, in a newsletter. Okay. So, does anybody have any questions about that? How to do a newsletter? Um, you can have your own call to action. Um, any questions over that?
Nope. Nope.
Okay. And then you
Hi,
also go ahead.
hi. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
go
Hey,
ahead.
y'all, everybody. I'm sorry I'm be in and out. I'm at work, but I have a question on the newsletter because I didn't get to see. Where did you form that from and
Okay.
start it?
Okay. So this is the home page for LinkedIn. So up here, you'll see my picture. You go to write an article. And then if you have the option to do a newsletter, then it will come up when you click on this little arrow. So I could change it to an article or I could change it into a newsletter.
Okay, thank you, Lachelle.
Mm-hmm. And so it does everything. You can upload your pictures, you can do videos. You see the links up here. You can make a link go with your picture that you put up there. Um, it's a lot. And it just, you create your own style. Um, all right, so everybody clear on that?
But also listen, you don't have to do a newsletter in LinkedIn. The point is the corporation, Zandra TV, is creating the content. Take it and put it in an email distribution for yourself. Take it
Yeah.
and put it in a post for yourself. We're trying to help you to be successful and to post more globally than what you're posting today. So that's really the intent. I love the newsletter concept on LinkedIn, but I don't want people to feel like that's the only way. It's not the only way. You could just take that content and really use it for yourself.
Yeah.
And you can still use it as a newsletter because I personally took it and sent it to all. I have a program, a platform called Go High Level, and I put it to all of my people. And I have a different call to action just because I have different legs in my business, but it's all going back to the network. So some people may get a promo that's referring them for a discount code for a press release. Other people might be getting an invitation for them to come on the episode. So this gives you content to where you don't have to work for it. It's already being provided for you, and now you just restructure it. And if you want to add a little video at the bottom, you guys can get as creative or just take the content and just repurpose it with your
Yeah.
own links to it, and that'd be great.
And I'm just going to show you that I have a reel. I did the same thing with the reel
I
on it.
saw the reel.
What
Yes.
I'm saying. So you could just take the pictures and make it a reel. Okay.
If you're not on the
So
email list, how do you sign up for that?
say that again now.
If you're not on the email, I'm sorry, if you're not on the newsletter list, how do you sign up for the newsletter, the Zonder TV newsletter?
It went
I,
out
I
to all
think
the
all the
producers.
It
producers
went
are,
out to all y'all.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're all on that. So it's an email. She's been sending
I
email.
know. I'm gonna have to try to find, it might be going to spam or something because I don't.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Check your spam or your junk mail.
Yeah.
Is
Mm-hmm.
there, you know what the subject would be? Subject line would be on?
Yes, if
It
you
said,
type in Zandra TV celebrates Black History Month.
Okay.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. All
Quick
right.
question. Can
Yes.
you hear me? How do I change the picture from like Zondra to ours? I think I've seen one of you
Mm-hmm.
changing the picture. I tried yesterday and I was struggling with it.
Are you talking about in Canva?
Yes.
So in the email that we sent out to you, it has a walkthrough that Lachelle did on how to
Okay.
change images.
Mhm.
So if you want to look for it, but I'll grab the video and I'll put it in the chat so anyone who's having issues, and I'll also do a walkthrough when we get to that segment.
Okay.
So if you guys are here today, I'll be going in and you guys will be able to see how to
Okay.
manipulate content
Thank
if
you.
you guys are using Canva. My pleasure.
All right. So, a couple of things I do want to point out with it being Black History Month is it's a great time to reach out to people in your network. So, telling them Happy Black History Month. Do they have any events that you could support, or something that you can collaborate on? The best thing when it comes to momentum or holidays or events that are already occurring, it's easier to ride that momentum. So if something is already being posted, you could simply highlight people in your network that are African American. Maybe they did something, inspirational. I don't know. You could send them recommendations, right? So it's a great time where that content is going to be pushed a lot more because of the nature of what's going on with Black History Month. So I just wanted to highlight those things. So don't think, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say, know what to do. Just simply connect with people that are in your network, right? People that you know. You don't have to go out and meet strangers, but just take this time to leverage a lot of these things that are already happening organically. And so it can get you in front of more people, asking them, hey, do you need more visibility? Right? I'm a TV producer. What can I do to help you with a lot of your missions or things that you have going on? All right. So that concludes my little intro. But I'm going to yield the mic on over to Racquel.
Hey guys. So, since we brought up emails really quickly, I just sent out an email with the presentation that I'm going to be showing today. The reason that I sent it out is because I did drop the link for the Canva that has the Black History template in it already that Ms. Zandra gave to us the last meeting we had, but I want to make sure that everyone has it. So it just in case you guys are not able to stay on, because I know some people might be at work, the email has already gone out to you guys. I'm going to drop my email link in the chat. It's support@evolvedlifenow.com for those of you guys that may not be here. So you can search me just in case I got placed in your spam or your junk. You can move it over. And this way you can repurpose this particular flyer. I know that we all have pitch decks and different things that are going on, but this is just a great opportunity for you guys to have it, especially if you're going to be in and out. So I'm going to start sharing my screen in 2 seconds. Thank you guys so much for coming in on today. Desktop 1, desktop 2. Can you guys see everything okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. So we're in Canva. If you're wanting to change anything in Canva, I will show you guys that in a second, but I wanted to make sure that we kind of went over the strategies to kind of boost engagement and boost visibility within the actual platform itself. So the first topic, this is what's on the agenda for today. We're going to try and hit all of them. I know I have a very small window, so I'm going to try and hit as many as I possibly can before we get to the hot seat with going through. So Miss Lachelle already covered the actual Black history and leveraging the content. For you guys that may not know where to find it in the actual PowerPoint, if you click right here on the template, you guys will be able to go into the actual button here. I'm going to show you guys really quickly. When you get the link, this will be the link that you'll have. 2 things that I need you guys to do really quickly that have the Canva. When you actually get the link, hold on, let me go back to home. This is the content. Before you guys edit, I need you guys to come up here to this 3 dots. I need you to click this 3 dots and click make a copy. That way the original content is there and it doesn't have to be disturbed, and then you guys can use it. The exception to that rule is if we are personally, like I'm adding stuff in it. So if you guys want to share other people on the platform, then what you would do is instead of editing or creating another copy of it, you can come into the platform and hit duplicate right here. It will allow you to go ahead and duplicate it. So that way, let's say Lachelle wants to pull Casper and is it Cheryl? Cheryl. Okay. Wants to put their content and post it on her social media and refer her people to go and watch that particular show that's also on the network. We can kind of cross market each other, right? But you want to go ahead and click this duplicate page in order to do so. In order for you to make an addition to instead of changing the original one that's up there. You can also change placement. So if you want to take Zandra's photo and you want to move Zandra's photo, you have the ability to do that. But to put your photo in, what you would do is go to your uploads or go to wherever your images are. Sorry, I have a bunch of things that are uploaded. So let's say I'm going to use this photo. So I can go ahead and put it here and then put my name. And it's already segmented off for me. And then if I want to change the photo to, let's say I'm going to do this group photo, I can plug it here. If I want to make more adjustments, I can choose to do so. But this is a great way to kind of like crop, save, and make the edits that you need to have the images that are there. So you can either make a copy of this particular template, or you can just click on this duplicate page option and be able to then start continuing to build off of the template that we already provided. That way, everyone that comes in can see what you created, and then we can choose, like, because I like to share everyone that's on the network, we can co-share. So does that make sense on how to change that?
Yes. Do you need Canva Pro to do what you're doing?
No, you do not need Canva Pro, but please note if you're trying to use an image that is a Canva Pro image, you will not be able to use it without paying for it. So
Sure.
you can make all the edits for the free 99. These uploads I already put in myself, so I don't need, any support or anything like that. But if you have images that you want to use their stock images, then you would have to pay for the Pro. But you're good. You don't need that.
And how do we get the template?
So the template was sent the last class, and then also in the email that I just sent you guys, the template is right here.
Quickly to respond to Casper, if you have a nonprofit, you can get Canva for free. I can show you how. That saved me close to $400 yearly.
As well as if you are a teacher. So if anyone you know is a
Oh,
teacher, you also get Canva for free. I only know because my husband is one and I use all the discounts possible. I
yep,
sure do. If I can save a pretty coin, we are saving.
yeah.
So if you click right here on the template, it's actually in the PowerPoint presentation that has been emailed to you guys. And we dropped it in the last Zoom. Miss, let me go ahead and see if I can grab it again, and I'll drop it once more for you guys. Hang on. There you guys go. So you guys have it multiple ways. So we should be seeing this out there, getting it done. Personally, I'm still using my marketing for the Black History. I'm still either positioning a press release for the customer, or I'm positioning an interview slot, right? Get your brand out there. Let's celebrate your Black business. Verbiages like that. So if you guys don't have the template, it's in the PowerPoint on page 3. Any other questions before we move in? Nope. All hearts and minds clear. All right. All right,
I have
guys.
a question real quick. So
Yes.
it's you're saying it's okay to go ahead and cross-reference everyone, promote everyone's shows.
Well, I do. I promote Lachelle's show. I promote Repo Chicks. I promote the I Love with Mr. Casper and Miss Sherelle. I promote it,
Mm-hmm.
especially with it being like for me, it's a so the Repo Chick show is about your mental health and your connection, right? So with this month of love, I can use that as a post to post and promote love, but be like, hey,
Yes.
don't forget to watch this particular episode, right? And this
Yes.
resonate with me. So yes, it makes sense to cross promote, because for me, what
Okay.
I'm thinking is I want Zandra Network to be the biggest thing in Dallas.
Right. I love
There's
it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so it makes it easy for all of us. Great questions. Any other questions, guys? So if you have the content in there, Nina, if you have the content in there, then it allows for us to grab it and then put it on our social media platform as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Wonderful, darling. Hey, Richie.
Hey, what's going on? Quick question, just in case I may have missed it. Was there an official like, hey, welcome as a speaker, like for social media flyer that we could use to push out? If it was, maybe I missed it. But like, yeah.
welcome. Say that again. I'm sorry.
Like
I'm on a
introducing
fast,
yourself.
y'all, so my connection ain't connecting because I ain't had no meat or starch. Okay, pray for me.
So like if I'm hit my show this year, I'm saying what's
Uh-huh.
the official like launch flyer look like from the network?
Oh, you do get one. So
Okay.
once your show is live, one of the things that I love is they do give you a reel. They give you the sizzle reel, of course, and then they give you the promotional, like banners and flyers and stuff like that that you can leverage and let them know that your show is also going to be on. And don't forget to do your press release so that you can let everyone know that your show is coming. And that's a part of the package as well that you'll have access to.
Closer in time to the launch
Hmm.
date.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
but however, however, every single class there is an assignment. If you do the assignment, you're going to start building this. You don't have you say what we tell you kind of what to say, but you can enhance that. Hey, I'm becoming a TV producer. My show is coming. Here, this is what I'm learning in the academy. You understand what I'm saying? Use it to help build credibility for you before your show even gets started.
Boom.
And don't be like me, y'all, because I did not. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I did not do it, and not because it's because I was taking the approach of I'm gonna soak up everything. I'm gonna soak up everything, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply. And to me, that puts you behind on the eight ball. So if you have the room to go ahead and do it while you're in the session, because a lot of it for me was wondering about me missing the message for my audience, and if I'm going to confuse my audience. But the reality of the situation is this is another leg to your business, right? And to Zondra's point, when I tell people I'm a TV producer or I tell people I'm an executive producer, there is a different conversation in the room because of that title and what I have going on. So the challenges that are in the class, y'all, it's intentional. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Um, you apply pressure. I promise. Don't be like me, because now I'm behind on the eight ball, and now I'm having my team like, don't forget to put this out.
I want to add one thing with that too, is that you're actually curating an audience too.
Yes.
So you are building that audience when you don't necessarily need it. So then you're able to transition a lot further when your show is complete. So just like, if you're writing a book, you want to tell people that you're writing the book, you want to start getting them together, getting book clubs together or doing book reviews, start talking about it so that when the book comes out, it's not like you're sounding salesy. It's something
Mm-hmm.
that you have been, it
Curating
holds you
that vibe.
accountable. Yeah,
Yeah.
it holds you accountable too, because people will ask.
I
Can
love
I
that.
just put a couple of 2 cents in here?
Mhm.
Because we're not all marketing folk, and some of this is quite foreign to a lot of folks. And I just want to encourage you, just take your time and do it one step at a time because you can't do it all. And if you do have any questions, reach out to somebody offline, off of this show. Just reach out to someone and ask and see if they'll support you. Don't be afraid to ask. If you don't ask, you don't know. And the more you know about this, the better.
I love it. Yay. Okay. Some things, actionable tips that I would like you guys to think about is curating content. Every one of us is in different lanes. We may not be similar. Biblical principles are always something that you can leverage. Of course, with the pastor being on, and I know that Mama Lachelle is a pastor. You're a pastor's wife, right? Or am I just making that up in my head? Okay, because I thought I heard you say. Like, because sometimes the people in my head they have conversations. Anyway, definitely thinking about content and posting. One of the things that you guys can be doing behind the scenes, and this is just a quick tip, especially if you guys have a consulting business or a coaching business. When you get on these Zooms, and even if you just do the participant and you can take a screenshot of like how many people are in the room, and then you can use that as marketing material throughout the year and throughout the months that says like, hey, I'm in this coaching call. This is so amazing. You can use it for your show. You can use it as a webinar that you might be doing. So if you are doing webinars to bring people in, a lot of times people like to come to you if they think other people are coming to you and they think that you're a mover or a shaker, which we are. Like we are moving and shaking. We're all building. So these are different tools that you can kind of implement and put into play to make magic happen for you. Content calendars seem a very, very overwhelming. If you have ChatGPT, you can ask it to create a content calendar specifically for your niche market. Like, what are some major things that I need to focus on if I'm creating content for divorcees? If I'm creating content for military individuals, right? This will give you the ability to already make massive impacts where you already know what the imagery needs to be. And by sidebar, you can connect Canva to your chat GPT. So that way it can not only just give you the verbiage and give you the scenery, it can actually go into your Canva and create the imagery as well. So it makes creating on the back end even more
Is this the
simple.
free Canva and the free Chat GPT?
So that's a great question. I don't know about the free. I personally have the paid ChatGPT, so I'm going to speak on the realm. If you're paying for the ChatGPT, you can connect it to Canva and you can have it curate. If you have the free, you can still have Canva create your content calendar. You just may have to do the manual labor of building it out in Canva. But it gives you a little bit more breathing room in those areas. Um, Also, of course, it tells you like to create with other influencers. Please understand that every single person on your platform is an influencer. You want to be in alignment with the people. A lot of times people don't realize that you can cross promote. So for instance, Richie's in the military. I come from a military family, right? So my dad was in the military, my brother's in the military. A lot of the business people who actually came on my show have ties to the military community. So now that allows us to cross promote to each other, and the people that my audience that are dedicated specifically for him would still know who he is, and vice versa, right? So now we can build off of each other and get that movement, because you got to feed the beast to get the visibility. I might not be able to get through everything, but I promise I'm gonna do as much as I can, because we're about to start the hot seat in a few minutes. Okay. So number 2, podcast. I know Ms. Zandra said this the other day when we were on together. I just want to reiterate the importance of getting on podcasts. We did talk about the needaguest.com in I think it was the last producers meeting. Ms. Zandra mentioned it. Needaguest.com is a Facebook group that will support you, and they have free and paid podcasting availability that's here. Yes, feed the beast to get to get visibility. So try to get on podcasts. If you already know, and this is just something that I personally do, it's completely up to you guys if you want to do it or not. All of my friends that have podcasts, I am on their podcast. I don't care if it's once a month, I don't care if it's once a week. I need their audience to know that I'm consistent in what I do. Finances and credit is always going to be my gateway in. However, I'm always going to talk about exposure, branding, right? Like, come on and tell your story, because that's my avenue, right? My bread and butter is promoting my show to get you on to tell your story. But podcasting is a great avenue for you to keep an eye out on what you have coming, especially for those that are in the incubator. That conversation is looking like, oh, I'm curating this TV show. Oh, I'm having this. Oh, I'm having, right? Like, I'm building this out. I can't wait for this to speak to the military individuals. I can't wait for this to speak to the women that are looking for mental health. I can't wait for this to speak to blah, blah. And Ms. Jean, I think your show is about our producer set, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So you still need to get on podcasts too, friends, so that they know you doing interviews.
Oh, that's in the works, darling. And to
Yay!
be fair, there are still some producers that have shows that haven't even made an appointment with me to get on. So please do.
Yes, and I
I've
am one
sent
of them.
that.
I will lock in this week, because I do have to
Thank
send some
you.
stuff out. I will make sure to lock in this week
Yep.
to make sure my calendar is good. I had a couple of things. My birthday coming up, y'all. And like I said, I'm fasting because I'm trying to look extra cute for next week. Why did I wait till the week before? I don't know. Well, I'm
You'll be
40.
looking fine because my podcast is also video. So there
See?
you are.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I will lock in and get on your calendar. Definitely, guys, try to get on each other's calendars if at all possible. But definitely doing podcasts. Goal to start is one podcast a month. I'm going to state once you go live to try and do it one podcast a week. If you do not, I'm going to tell you what I do. Mondays on my calendar is an admin day. No one can book that day, meaning my clients can't book. This day is specifically for admin task and for me to schedule out my whole week. On my Thursdays are my personal podcasting days. Those are also my training days. So that's when I pour into myself so I can make sure I'm visible and available to pour into my clients that come in, the businesses that I'm trying to reach, things of that nature. So if you can look at your calendar and look to see what day you can fit that podcasting time in on a specific day and make it attainable for yourself. Okay, I'm going to make sure that this Thursday is the only day that I book. You can make exceptions. I'm not saying you can't make room, but if you can create a schedule that will work for you, that you know these are the days you can commit, it'll make it easier for you to be more disciplined to honor them. Hey, Pastor, what was your question?
Yes. Can we also recycle some of our show and
Yes.
use it as it? Okay.
Absolutely. You can repurpose it, and I think we're going to touch on that. If not, it will definitely be in the material on how you can repurpose your content. Because if y'all look at my social media, I have videos of like Hunter's my 7-year-old, walking down the block giving food for Christmas, right? I ended up using that as another content for New Year's, right? Like we're stepping into the new year, we're still going to be giving. Like those are type of things that you can definitely repurpose. Um, Promoting your show. I know that I think everyone's package has a press release. While you guys are building out your show, please think about the press release information and what you want it to draw in. Who do you want it to talk to, right? Miss Zandra, is it still 4 or is it 3? How many press releases? I don't want to 4. Okay. So I want to make sure that everyone. So you have 4 press releases and Miss Sandra does break down like how to do it, the announcement, when to gear it up so that you can take advantage of having people come in. But after you guys have used the 4 that comes with the package, definitely make sure that that is something that you're still curating after the fact and that you're also pushing for your audience to do as well. So you can have your press release about your business, about your show. Don't leave it out there by chance. I have 1 more minute and then, okay, we're going to do the repurposing and then I'm going to let the hot seat go, Miss Lachelle. So repurposing content. So I'm going to talk to you guys really quickly on one of the things that I think we need to look at. Let me see if I can do it on this platform. Hold on 1 second. Instagram. Okay, I don't think it's going to work on this one. So hold on. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, awesome. Okay, can you see my Instagram?
Not yet. There it
It's
is.
loading. Okay, awesome, darling. Awesome. Okay, so in your Instagram, if you're on your phone, it's going to look a little bit different. It says your professional dashboard. When you go into your Instagram and you go to your dashboard, you can see what imagery is actually getting a lot of posts, what is getting a lot of engagement, how many followers you have, things of that nature. I do not want to boost it. Hold on 1 second. Your current top post. Okay, so for instance, the system is telling me my current top post that's getting the most engagement is this one from my premiere party. But it look so cute. This is Hunter, just in case y'all didn't see it. This is Hunter. This is my husband. He put a ring on it. He said yes. Okay. And that's my aunt. Don't worry, y'all should have been there. Okay. So, so this is the whole family that's on here. And what it does is it will give you on the phone, it gives you a little bit more details where you can see reels that are working, posts that are working. And what you can do is if the imagery is catching and it has, again, everyone has to start at a certain number. So you can say, okay, if it has 20 pieces of engagement, whether that's hearts or it shows that it has 200 views, 100 views, you can take that same content, use it for a different post. You just want to make sure that when you're repurposing that particular image, that it has some catchy graphics to it. If you guys are looking for a platform, I know that CapCuts is still currently available because TikTok is still out there. I will research some more to see what other. Oh, Captions is also a good app that you can use. I know that CapCut is free. There is a free version. I believe Captions is a free version as well. And you can upload the video in there, and then you can add like writing, graphics, different things on there so that you can use the same content, change it up a little bit, add your call to action. Does everyone knows what a call to action is? Because I realize I've been saying it. Richie does. Pastor, do you know what a call to action is? Yep. Okay. Everyone's good.
Yes.
Awesome sauce. Okay. So this will help you to be able to view who is watching, what are they seeing. Now, of course, the system wants to get money, so it's going to tell you, hey, since this is getting so much visibility, put some money behind it so it can have some more exposure. However, I have a marketing budget, so we're not listening to it right now. Okay, we're not listening to it right now. And then I'm going to pause right here so we can go to the hot seat. Please definitely go through the flyer. I think, let me see. Hang on one second, guys. Oh, okay. Last thing, and I promise I'm gonna stop. The big three is what we need to be focusing on to get eyes on Zandra. Okay. And when I say Zandra, Zandra TV Network, where our platform is, where we're going to be hosting. We need to be heavy on Facebook, heavy on Instagram, heavy on YouTube. I have a quick question. For those of you guys that were in the last meeting, how many of you have created your bit.ly links? You got it? Richie got it? Okay, Jane got it. I can't see everybody's luscious face now, Linda. Okay, thank you, Chris.
Can
I
I
love me some
can I
Christine.
say one thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Please don't leave out LinkedIn because that's the
That was going to
professional
be the next one.
audience.
That's the four. Yep, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I prefer because when you think about big ticket items
Mhm.
versus little ticket items,
LinkedIn is
Instagram
going
and
to get you the
Facebook
money.
is little ticket, but big ticket items is LinkedIn.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So the
Okay.
big four is LinkedIn. You're going to add that. So with what Miss Zandra said, I want us to think about the fact that when we're moving our digital products or our press release, that's going to get a traction more on Facebook and Instagram because it's low tier. And we're not saying that they're low tier. We're just saying that we know who spends. They are the good 20 to 49.99 market bracket, right? When you get to YouTube and LinkedIn, you can sell your higher ticket offer for a lot more. Now, again, if you are a social media influencer, then that's different. Instagram, you can sell something that's higher if you have a community to do so. But if you do not, guys, you want to make sure that you're building that up. And if you do not have a low ticket offer, start thinking about how to do that. You want to price yourself right between the $19.99 and the $49.99 price range, whether that's an ebook, if you guys have a regular book, if you have a journal, and that should be something that's then pushing them back to watch this episode. Here's how you'll be able to leverage this information, right? For you to use it. Miss Jean, I love it as long as you're using the short link. The reason why I'm asking is because while we're posting on these platforms, we need to be dropping those short links to the episodes that we've either been featured on, if you guys have already been featured on a show, or your episodes that you guys have coming up that you already have curated. So for like Pastor, Lachelle, myself, Casper and his wife, Christine, we all have shows, right? That are currently live, loud right now. You
Yeah.
have the ability to go ahead and when you're making those posts, you drop those links. Quick, I'm gonna stop sharing now so that we can do the hot sheet. Quick tip that I found out this week in my marketing research. Right now, stories is really big on Instagram and they want you to put the links in the stories. The reason why we're telling you to get the bit.ly link is because it's aesthetically pleasing when you're posting. So if you have the short links, Miss Jean, that's fine. What you do is you want to go ahead and make sure that you're doing a post. And what's moving right now, based on the trend that I've been researching, are pictures. Pictures of you smiling, laughing, moving, doing something, right? Pictures are up with the links in the story. And if you guys have threads, make sure you're leveraging that too. But the link needs to be in there for them to know what they're going to, what they're doing, right? Because that's for some reason what's being pushed for this upcoming first quarter of 2025. Okay. Just want to let you guys know. Sorry. Thanks. The slide is in there. There's a whole bunch of pages. Sorry, I was talking
No,
about.
you did good. I think that was, it's a lot of information, y'all. So don't get overwhelmed. That's why we're doing this every month. But now is the hot seat time. So that's for somebody who uh, has a question. Maybe they want to create a content strategy. I don't know, whatever we've talked about. If you want to take 15 minutes and we can help you with your particular show, brand, or something like that. So, are there any volunteers? Just raise your hand and just jump in and do it. Okay, Richie. All right. Okay, so this is new. We building the plane while we flying, y'all. Okay, so hot seat is just an opportunity for you to share what is a pain point for you. Is it posting? Is it, being active, consistent? I don't know. So we are here to take some time for you to share what your pain point is, and then we all can go around and give you some insight. So
Awesome.
the
No,
floor is yours, Richie.
awesome. Thank you all for the call. This has been really, really helpful. So fun fact, I'm an IT director in the corporate space. So I live in the data and I live in the analytics. And so when I post stuff, I almost OCD like obsess of how far it spreads, including my website. So I've noticed something immense in Instagram. If Instagram was a person, I would fight it because I posted last week anytime I post, I have about 800 people on there. I think last week 30 people saw it. And it's like that for the last 10 or 20 posts that I've done. Like it doesn't go anywhere. And ditto for YouTube. And I just am like, I want to choke them. I'm so irritated because it's like the whole point of posting is to disseminate it. And so I'm just curious, each platform has its own algorithm rules. I live on LinkedIn because I figured out the algorithm. And so I get a lot of do great on LinkedIn, but I'm just curious, any thoughts on Instagram, how to maximize the reach, ditto for YouTube? I actually love YouTube, but the algorithm changes so much. I just couldn't figure out what the cadence is. And so algorithm is my biggest pain point. And I'm at a point coming weeks, months, I'd rather just pay to push it and run ads on both Facebook and Instagram,
Ooh.
not just for my show, but for not for the show, but also for the other things that I'm working on as well for the brand. So algorithm is my pain points just collectively. Just curious, any thoughts, feedbacks, what's worked for y'all?
I can
Okay,
talk
I have.
about YouTube. What you got? What you got, Mama
Well, I
Lachey?
was going to say I had a question. So,
Okay.
for the people that the reach that you're having, what is it that you're trying to get them to do with this content that you're posting that 30 people are seeing? Do you have a
Uh,
call to action? Is it a link or something like that?
It's changed every time. I've experimented every time.
Okay.
Whether downloads, I very rarely try to push them off the platform because I know the algorithms penalize for that. So I
Hmm.
try to keep them on the platform. A lot of times it's just sharing information, whether it's like, hey, share XYZ tip with a veteran. But I
Mm.
don't like to have them leave. So it's a different call to action on each time because I've been experimenting on what works. On LinkedIn, it's great. And I live to Ms. Andra's point, I live on LinkedIn because that's where the six-figure decision makers are. So I post a lot of content to get sponsorship on LinkedIn because that works. That audience ain't on Instagram though. And so
Okay.
different call to action every time to answer your question.
Okay. Another follow-up question. Are you tagging anybody else? Are they mentioned in your post or is it all solo stuff?
I haven't done that recently, but I've done it in the past.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to say what's coming up for me. First thing is we can't do it alone. That's the first thing. So anytime that you're doing content on another platform that you're not, I don't know, you're not well versed on the algorithm or something like that, you might want to strategize on who you can specifically attach with that new platform.
Right.
So, is it another producer? Is it somebody else that's in your network that's on LinkedIn that's more active on Instagram? Is it something that you can specifically take content that you're already using on LinkedIn and then just transfer it over to Instagram or YouTube? You want to think about what is the nature of information that people are coming to you for. And so you want to find a way that you can slice that up in a way that's digestible on different apps. So if you already have a following and everything on LinkedIn, what is that you're known for? And then taking that same mindset over to another platform. Another thing is being clear on what it is that you want people to do. Because if you're buying ads or boosting your posts and things like that, if you don't really have something specific that they're going to be going to in order for you to leverage that, then it's going to be just throwing money away, right? Because if you get all these followers or whatever, and you don't necessarily have an offer or something that you're having them to go to that you're able to recoup some of those money for, right? Then it's just going to be a hard thing that's going to get you overwhelmed. If you do have a strong following, also following people that are in your network that maybe they're already strong on Instagram or YouTube, because you can get just as much viewership and attention if you start just commenting. If you share their content, you don't necessarily have to create your own. So those are just a few things that came up for me. Go ahead, Raquel. I know you
I was
wanted.
also going to say that YouTube is a completely different beast. YouTube penalizes you if you do not post every single day. They want to keep people sitting on the platform. So I know before we talked about shorts. So if you guys have done anything before, we did talk about Opus Clips and some other platforms that are there. With YouTube, the first thing that I would say is when you post your content on YouTube, don't send it out to anyone. Allow YouTube to do its thing for the first 2 hours. After the first 2 hours on YouTube, then you can take that actual link from YouTube. You can put it in your bit.ly, or you can just share it out to your people, your email list, your text message. Then you go ahead and post it on your social media and tell people to go back to YouTube to watch it, right? You can do that. But with YouTube, and this is something that I have been hearing a lot of the YouTube media personnel talk about. If they take off a day, 2 days, 3 days from posting on YouTube, YouTube will penalize you and not share your content. But if they see you posting every single day on YouTube, organically they're going to start pushing you out to people who are in your thread. I also am one of the classes that we have, one of the implementation classes that I have a friend who showed me how to create a playlist. So that what you can do is when someone watches one of your YouTube videos, it will automatically send them through your channel to start looking at like, oh, if you like this, then watch this, right? And you can create that out. But YouTube is a completely different beast. With Instagram, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like I've had Instagram views where I have like 3,000 people viewed it and nobody liked it. Like I can see the views. I can see that they stayed on and they watched it for the whole, 90 seconds. Instagram is also a law of numbers. Right now they've cut back from a 90-second take to a 60-second take. You have to kind of like bounce back and forth for it to decide which one it's going to push out. So you're going to have to do a lot more variables with Instagram to get that. But with YouTube, literally all you have to do is feed the beast. If you keep posting every single day on YouTube, they will organically put you in front of people that are going to be sitting there scrolling for those. One of the tools that I use, oh, I gotta find it. You guys can search in Instagram, whatever niche market you're in, what's the hashtag? Don't do more than 5 on Instagram right now. If you do more than 5 hashtags on Instagram, for some reason, they're not pushing out content right now. So that would be the tip for Instagram.
It's because the hashtags using a lot of hashtags is like bot behavior. So y'all try to
Mm-hmm.
put 10 to 15
Mm-hmm.
hashtags under that, it flags the bots and it's bots, so it penalizes that.
Mm-hmm.
But cool. And this last question, Racquel, when you said feed the beast with YouTube, would you say it was like a strong 90 days, 100 days? I mean, I try to put this on my daily to do, but
So
do you
I set it and forget it. So yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. There are programs, Hootsuite. I use Opus Clips. Like I said, Opus Clips is the platform I use. It takes all of the stuff that I've been on and it posts. I don't. I post every day, but I don't post every day. Does that make sense? So use the tools that you have that can post. Now, I want to clarify. You want to make sure that you're posting yourself at least once a day, if you can. If you guys are on social media, I also want to say this: everyone is advertising in the social media street. So you have to be different with how you're advertising in the social media streets. For me, I'm using the social media as my yellow page, right? Back in the day, my TV guide back in the day, right? My goal is to be more the mayor of TV in my city and the people who are in my community. So I'm not necessarily playing the same game. If your goal is to get the people who are going to spend, Richie, your focus needs to be on LinkedIn and then YouTube. So if you're posting on YouTube, you do not get penalized for presetting the post when it comes to YouTube. Sometimes Instagram and Facebook will get upset if Ladder or Hootsuite is posting for you. The way to offset that is to make sure that you're going on the platform and actually posting one post. And you have to dictate what consistency is going to look like for you. You do not have to post every single day, but you have to say, okay, the market says people in my area post at least 3 times a week. So if I'm going to let the system auto post 3 times and then I physically post 1 to 2 times a week, now you're hitting that 5 times a week, right? But you don't necessarily have to work to do so. So thinking about it from that strategy, because I post every day on LinkedIn. I am not, I mean, not on LinkedIn, on Instagram and on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook every day. I've completely said I'm not willing to ride that wave. Like, hey, Miss Kelly, what questions do you have?
This is not a question. This is just kind of another add-on to what you were saying because I post, I'm a person who posts every day.
Come
Um,
on,
get a
Green.
virtual assistant to post for you through your account. So if you're worried about, the visibility and the bots and, the programs or whatever, my virtual assistant goes out there. She has my account and I create the post. I put them in a Google Drive folder every week. I tell her what to post on what day, and she goes out there, she makes her edits, she makes it pretty, and she posted it for me. So that's another avenue you guys can take if you have a virtual assistant.
Yes, if y'all gonna spend coin, I second that emotion. Like my name is Smokey Robinson. Yes, Miss Kelly. I that is factual because my virtual assistant, she does a lot of my curations for me. I give her a lot of the videos and it takes a lot off, but we also talk about what my calendar is supposed to look like, right? What do I want to hit? What am I promoting? I'm promoting 5 things a day, right? So that takes a lot between my ebook, my real estate course, my press release, right? Like you have to figure out how to do that. If you have the ability, you guys have my VA is looking. Well, I have my VA company has other VAs if you guys want to. It's $8 an hour. Sometimes some you can find for $4 an hour as well. They're in the Philippines. A lot of them know how to do it. If you know someone in your family that's really good at it, you can see if they're doing it. But Kelly hit the nail all over the head.
I have a question about that. Uh, 2 years ago, I was using those type of services and end up being hacked, especially from the Philippines. So
Mm.
how can we make sure that we are protecting the information that we are giving them?
Get a VPN. And I still have double verification as well. Go ahead, Miss Sandra. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I have a meeting this afternoon, and Pastor Mercy, I think I talked to you about this. I'm talking to a guy that I've known for years about establishing an entire social media team that you all would be able to hire. I mean, you'd have to pay a fee, because it costs. but it's going to be a whole social media team that would work on only Zandra TV content for posting, or any of, obviously if you paying for other stuff that you would post as well. But you have to have your own, like I'm running, I run into that today. And I have Go High Level as well. So that's what I'm using. And I manage everything through Go High Level, which is pretty secure, right? But I want to talk just one more. I guess you got one more thing to say. I want to talk about, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. I think that they're all doable. YouTube, we should probably be on every last one of them. But you know that you're not going to get the numbers. The day of when you listen, I used to post a video in less than 24 hours. I had 2,400 people that watch me. That's over with. I know it's over with. I'm not trying to build my numbers there.
There you go.
Sort of, kind of, but not really. But if I could share my screen for 1 minute, I just want to show you all have power in the palm of your hands. I hear you talking about spending money. If you want to spend money to be able to have a greater reach, you own it right here. Do y'all see this graphic for Verve? This was an event. We ran a commercial for 30 days. Not even 30, September 25th to October 17th. 51,319 impressions of the video that we sent out for them. Okay, but and you can tell by the day what's going on. Then look at where this video landed. Samsung TV, Pluto, Roku, Fubo, Plex, Peacock, Tubi. Do you see this?
I saw Peacock, and I love Peacock.
But do you see why are we, I want you to reframe your mind. We reverse engineer how you think about things. You are no longer, in that social media crowd. Yes, I need social media. I post. Y'all know I'll be posting. But when I really want to get deliverable, I control TV. This is what I do. This is what you do. This is what you should be doing for your own business. What are we talking about here? And then let's take it even further. Let's take it a little further. I can tell you by zip code where the biggest folks are watching. That's what I'm talking about. In less than 30 days. I'm just saying, but I ain't saying. I didn't mean to steal the meeting I just had.
No. I think that's a great idea, because what we need to think about it from the standpoint of social media is your proof, in the sense of you're telling people, I'm out here, I'm talking to people, I'm engaging. And then Zandra TV, the network, is what we're going to leverage to pivot everyone to understand we're really out here. So think of social media, and it's so interesting because even YouTube creators, they're doing that, where they're creating like shorts and different links. The real BB Judy, I don't know who may be following her, but she's a Black woman who has her own hairline, her own hair care line, right? She created Judy Dropping Knowledge, but she spends a lot of her money in network ads and getting to Walmart and getting into Target and getting into these spaces, right? For them to push out her product. So now you have the ability to push it out because you're already in the network to create that. And what you're doing on social media is just showing the proof of you going to the studio, of you talking and having the meetings. And that way you're leveraging both of them.
Racquel and Michelle, do you know, I don't really stress about algorithms because they go back and forth so much, right? Yep. So what I was doing today is probably going to come back around to see me again. I'm not too worried about it. But, there are all kinds of ways to get your message out. Besides podcasts and being on other people's podcasts, there's also radio. Think about that too. Mm-hmm. If you don't have someone in radio that you can get on their radio station or be interviewed by them on radio, and you can create your own.
Sure can.
And it's not hard to do. Everything is at our fingertips. Everything can happen. You just got to be willing to go outside your box and think about things differently.
We have our own radio station. Okay, I'm done.
See? There you go. See?
And you can create your own.
Yes, you can. Easily. And really, it's smart. You, Zandra, I love you to bits, babe, but Zandra Television and all you do for us, that's grand. But create your own portfolio outside as well, because that's cross purposing. You can cross purpose. And all that does is spread the love. Don't be afraid to do it.
And Richie, what did you have for us, my love?
Last question. The YouTube triggered something, but thank you for Zandra for studying that because I was like, yeah, we're not in a social media game anymore. But any concerns with just like with the branding? So if I could have my show on YouTube as well as Zandra, do y'all suggest changing the name or any concern there?
So I personally don't put my show on YouTube.
Correct.
I put the sizzle reel or the clips and the sound bites on YouTube, and I direct them to watch it on Zandra TV.
Correct.
But
Do you create your own clips?
Yes. I use a platform called Opus Clips. There's also one called vidIQ that'll give you the ratings on it. But yeah, I don't take what's on the network because the goal is what's on the network is on the network. I want you, that's big, that's dollars, that's me getting the promotion out, right? But now, so for instance, what Lachelle and I did last weekend, by the way, we're doing again this week Friday at 11 o'clock. We're going to be on YouTube and Facebook. Sidebar, I just sent you the link, Mama Lachelle. I created a show called Casting Conversation. The show's for anybody. You guys can have your own casting conversations. You already have the link to it. You can link and talk about it and create it. You can create any show you want to. What I would not do is use the same name, is what I would think. What about what you say, Miss Sandra? I wouldn't use the same name. I'm just not, because I want y'all to understand there's
absolutely
big
say you
difference.
shouldn't use the same name. I think that you should have. I mean, look at me. I got Zandra Unplugged. It's getting ready to land. I got Meet Me in the Boardroom. It's getting ready to land. Man, I got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
I got a show that I did years ago. It's still on the network. But when I do things that are different, I do it differently. That just shows that I have a lot of gravitas on TV.
And not only that, remember, you're executive producer. So because you're now in YouTube, you're now creating a different space as an executive producer on YouTube versus what you're creating when you go into the studio. So build on it. Yeah, build on it. But they're two different sectors. I think about it as tiers, right? So my YouTube is my mid-tier offer. And then my Zandra TV is my top ticket. You come in and you get to dip and do and eat with my chef. Okay, that's what you get to do. Get me see change outfits and everything. That's what you get to do. But yeah, definitely look through the slide, guys. I made sure I curated it where you guys can take action. What I would like is a commitment as to what are you guys going to implement after this call. What is one thing that everyone is going to implement after this call?
You want
Richie, you go first. Oh wait, what you say that again, Ma?
I said, do you want them to put that in the chat too, or just everybody share?
Everyone could share because I keep records of everything, and I'm gonna ask if y'all did it, okay? Because I'm the oldest child, and my mom had me by myself for 11 years, so I'm gonna stalk y'all. Richie, go. What you gonna do after this? Oh, hey, Nina. Nina said, "Thank you, everyone, for all the support and advice. This has been educational." Nina, before you dip out on us, since you can't come off of mute, I need you to commit. What are you going to execute this week? Since I know it's hard for you to come off. Okay, cool. What are you gonna commit to this week?
Okay, sorry, Richie. I want to commit to the Bitly link. I want to insert that all over my platforms, and that's something I've been a little struggling with, but that's what I want to do, and I will do.
Okay, I will be checking your platform. Are you on Instagram,
I'm on
Facebook,
all of
and
them,
okay? So
LinkedIn, YouTube, everything.
I
I
think I
got a
follow
lot
you,
of
but I'm gonna
work to
lock in.
do. I
Okay,
got a lot of work to do. Thank y'all. Thank you.
thank you.
Bye,
Okay, Richie.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good day at work, my love. Richie, you up next. What you gonna do this week?
To your point, just get back on YouTube posting. So we'll post for 30 days. That's an easy answer.
Okay, I'm gonna be looking now. Send me your YouTube link. Sidebar, Miss Kelly, I love your content, and I sent it to a couple of my friends who recently started chemo treatment, and they were looking for units, and that episode really resonated with me. My ex mother-in-law passed away from cancer, and she wanted a hair unit. So knowing how to get the insurance to literally come on and support was amazing. So thank you for just being open to have conversations and bring people in. That was dope. So just wanted to share that.
Thank you. Thank you for
Welcome.
watching and spreading the word.
Anytime. All right, who's up next? Alexander, what you going to commit to this week?
Well, social media, I've been trying to really get my book out. I've been taking excerpts from my book, posting, and really, coming from a place where I don't want to take a lot of time, but coming from a place where in my last, early in my career, I was trying to fly under the radar. And now I'm at a place where I'm really trying to be out there. It's a little difficult. So, but anyway, I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and I'm promoting my book. I'm on there as a producer. So I'm just really trying to develop a following before the show launches and the book launches. So it'll just make everything a lot easier for me, and I'll have people. So I'm doing that.
I love it. Okay. I don't know your name I'm trying to find you on Facebook.
Me?
So in real time. Yeah. Are you
Yeah,
Alexander? What's your last name?
it's Kenneth G. Alexander.
Oh,
That's my
Kenneth G.
Facebook page, Kenneth G. Alexander, LinkedIn, Instagram. So you can find me there.
Thank
So
you, Mr. Alexander.
thank you. And so, yeah, these are really helpful. These for me. And thanks so much for the information today.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Morehouse College. So I have 3 that popped up. I have a Morehouse College one, a lives in Bryan, Texas. Is that you?
Morehead, it would be Morehead State, but mine is yeah, it's to say Morehouse or Morehead.
Okay, found you. All right, just want to make sure we're following. Okay, Mama Lachelle, I'm afraid to ask you what you're gonna execute this week because I know it's gonna be a lot. But what are you executing?
No, you know what? I'm gonna do this hot seat in my group coaching. I haven't thought about that. So I think that's a good thing to work on this week. So that's
Yay!
mine.
All right, I love it, Mr. Casper.
Just continue to get systems in place. I have Opus Clips. I use that often. Um, I am building out a free Facebook group, which is growing pretty rapidly. Launched it 2 weeks ago and already have over 100 plus members. So I'm just trying to grow that every day
Yes.
because yeah, it's just really easy to do that. To start the group, it's free. Start inviting your friends. So I invite all my friends to join the group and then get them over to our app. And that connects them to all the other stuff we're doing. So
I love that. I was just gonna ask, are you taking them off of Facebook? Because we know Facebook be shutting down in these streets.
Mhm.
We never knew it, but now we know.
yeah,
I love that. Okay,
And everybody
thank you
put
so much.
these links in the chat. So, like, if you have a YouTube channel or something, put it in the chat
Oh,
so
I
that
love
we
you.
can connect with you guys.
That's right, because I be out here YouTube. Talk about it, Mama Lachelle. Thank
Hmm.
you. Because that does make it so much easier. I be making it difficult. Sorry, y'all. Okay, Pastor, what you gonna commit to this week?
I've started the LinkedIn page, so definitely setting it up. The Black History Journal. Those are my 2 for this week.
Okay, Black History Journal. I love it. Okay. What's your ETA, or do you want to have the Black History Journal complete by the 14th so that you can sell it for Valentine's, or what is the ETA for you to have it together?
That's where I think I might need some advice from you guys.
Okay. Well, what I would say is start with the date of when you want it to go live and then break down how you want the journal to look. What do you want to have inside of it? Because you can always do something now and then you can always refresh it and launch it again. Like, oh, we've updated the journal and now it has this checklist for free and it has this connection reference guide, right? So you can start with something small like a journal of love or something and then kind of build off of it. That way you can promote it literally for one product for the next 12 months. So definitely think about that. Hey, Cortina, what you gonna execute this week, friend?
Hey, lovely lady. I will be working on. I have everything pretty lined out, but I do want to update my YouTube. It's not been getting love in a long time, so I'm going to be working on YouTube so I can repurpose a lot of video that I have. Probably have enough content to really uh, put something out pretty much daily for the next probably 90 days. So I want to start categorizing that. I have playlists, so now I'm going to start working on that and making that pretty.
Gotcha. I love it. Let's do it. Okay, so what's your ETA to get back into the YouTube street? You're working on that this week?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It won't take me long. It's just a matter of doing all those videos. So I'm really giving myself until next week, till the 15th, to have it complete and relaunch that, here I am back in those streets.
I love it. Okay. Miss Sandra, I'm so sorry to ask you because I know you have 500 things that you're doing this week.
Okay.
What have you not implemented that you need to implement this week?
I'm working on big strategies. I'm trying to implement a whole social media organization. So that's what I'm working on, getting that together so that can stop being a factor of causing producers to seize up. So that's what I'm working on.
Love that.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm working on fixing my YouTube content. So I'm not gonna put everyone in the hot seat and not go there. I currently am doing everything under Evolving Eve, which is great, but that was my credit company, and I want to switch it to Evolving Eve Media. So having to figure out how to change the logos and get everything done. So my goal is when I tell my clients, I actually have an end date at the end of this month. I'll be sending out goodbye letters to everyone who has not enrolled in my credit repair done for you services. They're actually going to get a goodbye letter that says, hey, I appreciate you, but we are transitioning. So here's the DIY platform. I still will meet with you once a month, but we are venturing into something different, right? So I have an end date of the end of this month. So the week that I'm off next week is literally implementation week for me. So we are going to be doing logo change. We're going to be doing rebranding of names to make sure that the media is what the focus is for 2025. So definitely want to tell you guys that. Miss Christine, what you implementing for us today?
Yeah, no, thank you. Well, I want to, excuse me, I lost my voice here a bit. I want to do a press release, redo that, and also I like to push through. I have a pitch deck response first, and that really, if I say working hard on and on a project, that's really two things. Yes, so.
Okay. Bye, Richie. Have a good day, my love. Erica, what you got planned to promote this week? Christine, we are excited. I can't wait to see what you launch. So thank you. Erica, what you got coming this week?
Hello and happy day, everyone. So I've just been in this for maybe 2 weeks now, as a TV producer. So because I am a fractional COO and I know the importance of systems, I'm going to not move until I have my complete SOP written out and the structure of how things are going to go. So that's what I'll be working on specifically. And then after having that together, putting my VA and my COO in place, as well as other individuals to move the way that I needed to move and flow. That's what I'll be working on.
And
Awesome.
I do want to make an announcement. Erica is one of my new producers for the
Woo!
Micro
Shout out to
Network.
Erica. Woo! I know it's
So
supposed to
she
be.
got on the call today. So thanks so much, Erica, for being here.
Thank you for pulling
And
up
you know
to
what I kept saying? Who is
TV.
Erica? Who is Erica? I don't know no Erica.
Now I don't know.
Welcome, Erica, to Zandra TV Network. We're excited to have you. And I
Welcome.
love the way you're thinking already, because I believe that TV is a strategy. It's a strategy by which we run it as a business, and you'll make money as a business, and you will propel and have a different trajectory as a business. And so I appreciate you just talking about the COO and the VAs, and because that's what you need. You've got to figure out how to run it as a business, get all of your payment system processing in place. All of those things are critically important. So I appreciate you, Eric. I can't wait to meet you in person.
It's so lovely, darling. Thank you for coming into our club today. Hey, Miss Kelly, what you gonna execute this week?
Okay, so I have not done the Bitly links, but I don't have a show.
Oh, I'm coming
I
to
was
you.
kind
I'm
of,
coming to you.
but I don't have a show yet.
No, but still get the Bitly link, because here's the thing: you can still promote other shows that are on the network that are in alignment to your target audience. Number one. Number two, you still need a link for press release. You may not be going live right now, but you need the press release. Number three, you have YouTube content. You can use that YouTube content to see what the momentum is. The reason why I'm saying to get the bit.ly to register it is because had I signed up when Zandra told me, they were giving 100 links away for free for the
Well,
free
I do have an
platform.
account. I have an account.
Okay, cool. But
Yeah, I
if
just
you're
haven't
saying what to
created.
put on it, I need you to put your YouTube station on there. I need you to put something, a press release on there. I need you to get your links together
Okay.
for what you already have.
I just got to say one more thing, because all them YouTube links, you got to think about it. Every YouTube link, if you convert it to a Bitly, and then you take that Bitly link and you put it in your link tree, and you put it in on Facebook, and you put it on Instagram, and you put it on TikTok, and you put it. Do you understand? So now what's happening? You're able to see what's really happening with that video. It's free. And free is for me. I'm
Come on.
first. Right, free is for me.
Somebody.
That's what I believe in. That's what I believe in. You leverage your freeness first, but reverse engineer your thinking. If I could do nothing else but to tell you this here right here, reverse engineer how you thinking about this thing, and you will, I'm telling you, you will soar. I don't care about how many people follow me. Really, I kind of really don't. I mean, I'm being honest. And the likes is not a measurement of your
if
success.
it don't convert, we want it to convert to sales. We want it to convert to their clicking and going. So yes, we want to have the impressions that they're looking, but we want to know that that's going to convert to dollars for your family, for your vision, for your 2025, Absolutely. Right? So we're just leveraging. You already are on YouTube. You have amazing content. By the way, I'm going to be posting some of your stuff this week. So and I have a bit.ly because I want to know, is it resonating? Because if it is resonating, now I might say, hey, Kelly, can you come on my show? You get what I'm saying? Because my audience is resonating with your content. So now can you come in and talk to them about why you started your show? What's going on, right? Like those different things that you can do. So just you girl, click it.
Well, and I would say also it's an organic confidence booster because, when you see for yourself the traction that you're getting with your own content, that's going to help build your confidence when you're saying, yeah, I am having a TV show and there is a fee for you to be a guest. It's just so much easier.
So what are you saying, put the Bitly on the actual video, the entire video, or the clips? Because I do clips on social media.
On the clips.
Okay.
Because you want to know that they're going back. So this way you can track that particular clip converted to them clicking and watching the episode, potentially, right? You would be able to track that.
Okay. Well, some things I'm working on, trademark. I am trademarking the bougie body and bougie body, just so I got that covered.
Yay!
Submitting that. Then also, of course, attaching the Bitly link to my clips. Okay. I got a lot of clips though, but I'm attached.
That's okay. Listen, I go into my Opus clip and I just put link, and let it go out. But I'm so excited. Yay!
And then I'm gonna engage more with other communities, like groups that are on Facebook that have people that I need to connect with in them. I need to engage more on LinkedIn, Facebook, all the social media. I post, but I don't have time to really go through there and comment
and talk to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
That's it.
All right. And is it first of all, lovely. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear what comes from it. You guys are doing awesome. All right, Miss Bell, because I don't want to mess up your first name. Miss Bell, what do you plan on implementing this week? I don't know if our mic is on. Your mic sounds nice.
That's actually Lene, the owner of Got One TV.
Oh,
Got One TV.
hi. Well, you guys, owners of TVs, don't need to implement nothing else. Y'all are implementing everything. But thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi. Welcome to our wonderful implementation producer
Thank
forum.
you. I love this. I love this. As Sandra said, what I'm implementing is making sure that I get everybody's content on the network and get us all caught up. That's what I'm implementing and making sure my team has gotten caught up. So that's where I'm at as we expand the ZGOT experience.
Yay! I'm so excited. Oh, awards, Sarah. Award voting starts in April, right? Or is the award in April, Miss Sandra?
No, the awards is June 7th. Put it on
Okay.
your calendar, and voting will begin in April.
In April. That's what I want to make sure. Voting begins in April,
Yep.
so make sure you're in it to win it. We want everyone's show and content to go out there. So thank you guys coming in. Mama Lachelle, Miss Z, do you guys have anything you want to add before we wrap it up?
I just want to thank everybody for being here. I know your time is valuable. It sounds like, you're getting a lot of value out of these meetings. And so I'm just excited. This is something what we thought was going to be very successful. And we appreciate your engagement and helping out with that. A thing about cross promotion, don't think about it as cross promotion. Think about it as just promotion, right? Anybody who's a producer on the network, that is content that benefits all of us. That shows the range of different shows that we have. So when we tell people that we're charging whatever we're charging to be a guest on our shows, that just builds our credibility. And if you're somebody who is promoting other people, that makes you attractive for them to want to be on your show because they've seen you doing it for other people. So they know that you're going to do it for them, especially if you're attaching a price tag to it. So, great questions and insights. I'm just excited. So Zandra, over to you.
I've said it. I've said enough.
I like that. Is that a dress? Is that a dress or a shirt you have on?
That is a dress. Thank you.
I love it. You're so darling. Okay, sorry.
With
You said
cowboy
nothing
boots.
else? Oh, not because she a texting right now. She a texting.
I don't have anything else to say. Of course, y'all know the last thing is I just honor each and every one of you. It takes all of us in order to continue to build Zandra TV Network, and thank God for Lene Bell, who is an amazing thought leader with Got One TV, and the Got TV experience is being animated as we speak. And so you guys will have something else that you'll be able to start posting that will arrest the attention of the people on Instagram and places like that, because it's going to be, it's going to be movement. People like movement. So we're getting ready to do that. But thank y'all. Have a great rest of your week and know that all things are possible through Christ who strengthens us. Y'all can do this. Put your feet on the ground. Put your hands to work. Use what you have in your hands. You have everything you need inside of you. Peace.
Yay.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
y'all.
Bye.